Hey everybody, I'm back with another video. This is a more controversial movie than North Country combined with Fruitvale Station. But Tis made a reference. If you don't know what either of those movies are, then, I can tell you in the comments below, or you can Google it, whatever, float your boat. But on a serious topic, I feel like it'd probably be, it wouldn't, do the movie justice to not talk about the controversy we have going on with the movie. So, sorry if I'm looking off camera. I'm watching Futurama at the moment. We'll turn it off. But, it's a controversial movie for some reason, I guess. Because we live in a weird world. Because, I don't know, I guess this is a good as time as any to get on my soapbox, even though, I'm just like a teenager and nobody really cares what teenagers think. Anyway, with the whole, we have the president who could be considered a racist, maybe like a misogynist, sexist, and you'd think that racism would sort of be behind us, you'd assume, but heck, I would even think that we'd stop accusing. On a different note, I think we'd stop attacking rap music and rock and roll and video games, but people are still, attacking. Some people are still attacking those, even though it's been proven that video games and rap music and rock and roll don't, mess with your brain or anything. But you'd think racism would sort of be behind us. I mean, we've learned our lesson, and they've fought for the rights they shouldn't have in the first place, but you'd think we're past racism, but I guess not, because some people are still kind of racist. I guess excluding, and it depends on if you want to include jokes or not, because even now, sometimes people still get offended by jokes, but it's hard to argue if a joke is still bad or not, because some people I know would argue that a racist or a sexist joke like that would it would perpetuate the hatred, the bigotry of the said topic. But we have comedians now that are, I'm pretty sure back in the old days, I don't know, that are making jokes, and everybody nowadays seems to be pretty, at least the people I talk to and the things I see on social media, they seem to be making pretty hardcore jokes about racism and sexism. People are making more edgy jokes, but it's hard to tell something, because even my art teacher, I guess. My art teacher says, oh, I love making edgy jokes, and I love making horrible jokes. I do that with my friends all the time. But then, and I see he's sort of a hypocrite and whatnot. But if one of his students makes a racist and edgy joke, then we're automatically classified as a racist. And sometimes it doesn't even seem like he himself, when he gets on social media, he'll come back and be like, oh, yesterday I saw a post about he mentioned the speaking of Black Panther, sorry I'm going on a tangent now, but I figure I'll just get it out there, I guess. Uh, Sorry. He mentioned Black Panther. He was saying, um, that he saw a thing on social media, Facebook or whatever. Oh, we have a black superhero. Where's the KKK superhero? Now, like, again, it's social media, so it's hard to tell if he was joking or not. But again, there's also the thing of, is the joke, is it, I guess not good, is it, in good taste? It could be argued that it's, like, he could be a racist. I mean, it's hard to say, because I feel like nowadays, that kind of could be considered funny, but it's hard to say. And on the opposite side of things, I also don't agree with the people that say we can't see it because we're white. I feel like that's a little messed up because, like, if you're gonna keep us from seeing a black superhero movie, then, I mean, like, now granted, in white history, I guess that's all the history, but in history, white people have been pretty horrible, with the Native Americans, African Americans, anybody that isn't a white Christian male, we're pretty horrible people. But, like, if you're gonna keep us from seeing an African American superhero, then you're almost, like, becoming what you hate. So, like, like, especially because, like, with me, I love, like, pretty much every black superhero is awesome. Like, if you ask me, like, I mean, I'm not, like, a huge fan of Storm because I don't like her powers, but, I mean, like Black Panther, he's super awesome. Like, Luke Cage, again, awesome. Like, the power to, like, have invulnerable skin. That's pretty cool. There are tons of black superheroes out there that are amazing. Even the, like, Static Shock and that, I forget exactly what it's called. But that whole, company, sorry, my brain's not really functioning at the moment. It's, like, Dwayne. He ran the company, didn't he? I forget. But there's a whole, line of black comics, and there's, like, Spawn, and, there's, like, plenty of amazing, like, black superheroes out there. But, just figured I'd get that out of the way. Like, this movie's caused quite a bit of controversy, and it's interesting to look at, because, just sort of the way our, America's going at the moment with our president and racism. Because, I mean, I feel like it's a complicated thing. Because, I mean, it seems like everybody's, like, the president's kind of racist, in my opinion. I mean, granted, I don't, like, I'm not gonna say I'm not gonna get into the whole politics of everything, because that's not important, but I don't like the things that he said, and it's made it interesting to, like, if you were to, look back, like, 10 years from now, because we had, because he, like, always seems to brag on himself, and we had Barack Obama, who, I mean, you could argue he was good or bad, I guess, and then some people, didn't like him because he was African American. So, and then now we have a person that doesn't like anybody that's not white and rich and male, because he grabs women by the body parts. And anyway, sorry I've gone on a tangent. That was 9 minutes of your time that you wasted. I'll try to see if I can edit this video and give you a timestamp. So the review starts right now. So Black Panther, the movie, this is one of those ones where I didn't think I was going to see in the theater, like Doctor Strange, because I was thinking, like, I haven't read a whole lot of Black Panther comics. So I figured I'd probably, get it on DVD, because I try to see, like, every superhero movie. I still haven't seen Thor Ragnarok or Thor the Dark World, really. But I'll get to him eventually. Now, Black Panther. What did I think of it? I thought it was okay. Sorry. I'm trying to process the whole movie. Because, it was interesting because I saw a video beforehand, like maybe a week beforehand, talking about Killmonger, the villain in the movie. And now this is kind of why I don't like the villain. Like, his motivation was, I thought it was alright. It wasn't, I kind of got a little lost, but I think I understand enough of it to say, like, it was a good enough motivation. It wasn't like one of those generic throwaway villains. It was a good motivation. But aside from his Michael B. Jordan's acting and everything, like, he was a good actor. I think he's a good actor. I've seen him in Fruitvale Station, and I like him in that. I think he can be a good actor. Otherwise, Hollywood probably wouldn't hire him. But he's a good actor. His motivation was good. But I didn't like... Oh, yeah, there's going to be spoilers, probably. Sorry. I hope I didn't spoil anything. But, I didn't really like... I'll try to keep it as spoiler-free as possible, but... I didn't like the fact that he, like, had his own Black Panther suit. I feel like that was kind of, like... It just, like... I don't know, I can't think of the exact word for it, but it just seemed like it was too, like... I feel like they should have made him, like, it made him, too similar to Black Panther, I guess. I mean, granted, I can't think of another way to do it unless you take away Black Panther's suit, because his suit's, made of vibranium. It's like you can't really do anything to it. So, it's hard to say what to do in that situation, because as a writer, anyway. But, I didn't like the fact that he was wearing the Black Panther suit. It just seemed like kind of meh. Like I said, the acting I thought was pretty good. There was one scene towards the end I didn't like, where I thought a character's motivation was, like, because he, I'll just go spoilers, why not? Because Black Panther, he asked for the one guy's help. I forget his name, sorry. But he asked for the one guy's help, and he said, "No, I won't help you." And then he, like, just comes in and he helps him. And, I mean, I could be wrong, but I feel like he didn't have an explanation. Like, he just, like, I'm just going to help because, that's what the story wants me to do, so I'm just going to go help. So I'm like, alright, whatever, I guess. So I feel like there wasn't a good enough motivation. Like, if he thought, like, I don't like the king, that would have been fine. But, like, he just, like, I'm going to help because the storyline says I should. Whatever. And then we have, some of the jokes I didn't like, because I thought, like, there were some jokes that were just, like, at least I counted, like, 3 of them. There was, like, 3, like, dated jokes, like, not dated right now, but, like, they were about, like, there was one about, like, a vine, and, like, because Black Panther has those sandals on, and his sister's like, what are those? Like, that's, like, from a vine, so it's like, it's not, I just don't like dated reference jokes like that. That's just me. I mean, it's fine if you have, like, a reference to, like, a celebrity or something, because, like, those are generally, I mean, as long as they're not just, like, popular for 1 year and they fall downhill, those are generally okay. But, There were some jokes in there I didn't like. I thought the action was pretty good. My favorite scene, that's hard to say. I really liked the opening scene a lot. I might just say that. Not the opening scene, but the first time we see Black Panther in action. When he is like sort of in the... That's actually kind of what I was expecting. I was expecting more like shadowy, sort of like cat-like movements. I thought that would have been really... I feel like they should have done that, maybe. That would have been kind of cool. But what are you going to do? But yes, with the movie's interesting, because I saw Ralph Seppi's review, and it sort of took out the fun, I guess, if you will, because it sort of lowered my expectations, maybe, or it made me more aware of things that happened. Like, I feel like they could have made T'Challa's struggle as like king and warrior more pronounced, because they didn't really hint on it a whole lot. Like I said, they could have made that the character's motivations better. But yeah, I thought overall it was like a good movie. So yeah, what would I rate this movie? I'd probably give it a B+. Because I liked a lot of it. There were just like, minor problems, like I'm gonna knock out a few points. And some of the green screen I thought was kind of iffy at times. Some of the sets or whatever, but I don't know. It could just be me, because sometimes, anymore I feel like the special effects have gotten kind of worse. Maybe like Civil War, like the Spider-Man suit was kind of. I don't know if it's just me or not. Maybe it depends on the person, but I thought like the Spider-Man suit was kind of like iffy in Civil War, and I feel like some of the sets in Black Panther were kind of iffy. But I mean, yeah, overall I thought the movie was pretty good. So yeah, I give it like a B-, maybe B+. Hard to say. I guess we'll just go with a B then. So yeah, we'll give it a B. Thanks for watching. If you have any comments, leave them down below. Any questions, comments, Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.